everyone, welcome back to my channel. I know it has been a very long time since I have shown my face on YouTube or even done a video, but life happens, and then all of a sudden COVID hit, and then that happened. So I'm not gonna go talk about that because I feel that I've talked about that a lot. I hear it on the news, so let's not have any negative right now. So as I was going around my house doing some DIYs for fall, I was like, hey, why not break out the camera and let's just film it? So I have 5 incredible DIYs, all come from the Dollar Tree, and I think the most expensive one is maybe $5 in the whole project. And they're all farmhouse related. Some of them can go either way, although I'm kind of on the, I'm kind of going out of the farmhouse look and into something different. I still like the charm of it, so that's where I'm at, and that's where the video is, although there's some farmhouse and in there. So yeah, stick around. I hope you like it and enjoy. Okay guys, so let's just jump right in. So I picked up 3 of the pumpkins at the Dollar Tree that they had this year, which was super cute. I immediately, took off the Rafferty bow that they generally come on, and then I removed the metal leaf. This one was actually a little hard to get off. Usually they just pop right off and I never have a problem. However, this one did leave a little mark when I pulled it off, but I wasn't concerned because I was going to use the back. So I just flipped it over, and like I said, you can see how I have arranged those, like pre-arranged them how I thought I would like them. On the bottom one, I chose a chalk paint, and I went with the Waverly chalk paint in plaster. I really love their line of chalk paint for some reason. I covered the bottom pumpkin, and I just did like a swirling motion on it, covered it because I wanted it to have some, effect of a pumpkin. But I didn't necessarily focus on it being like totally all white. And I did have to do 2 coats on it because it was kind of opaque, but it dried out perfectly. And that's generally just how I brush on real quick. This was a simple, easy task, and I think I have $4 in the whole project. So I set that aside. The next one, I was thinking on this one, so I went with the on-trend colors I felt this season that I've seen a lot at Hobby Lobby. And I'm a very messy painter, and I apologize for that. But sometimes you just have to get dirty with the crafts. I felt like that orange was a little bit too, orange for me per se. So I added a little bit of white in it to kind of tone that down because I could only find really bright orange. Fortunately, in our area, paint's a little bit just out of stock right now because of the COVID. And I used the same motions as I did with the first pumpkin, just kind of doing that swirly back and forth pattern with it. And I think it came out wonderful. However, I did have to do 2 coats on this one as well because I wanted it not fully covered, but I did want to see a lot of the, the brown. I did go in back in distress. So the blue that I chose was an American Dutch blue that I got from Hobby Lobby. And that's basically where I got this idea, is because they did have some metal ones there. Of course, those are metal. And they were, I want to say $29, $29.99 or upwards for theirs. So this is a really close dupe for a fraction of the cost. I had already went ahead and painted this one a blue color, but I wanted it to be just a shade lighter. However, it does look lighter on camera than it does in person. And I do have an after shot of it outside. It's been outside for about a week and it's holding up perfect, so I wasn't stressed about it. So it was just really easy to go around the top brown that I had painted on this stem. I wasn't worried about painting the other stems because those were going to be covered. And it was just a simple stroke, like I did before, just repeated. This one I did just 1 coat on it. Yeah. that's pretty much all that this project is. It's just some paint and some time to let it dry. I really enjoyed doing this one. I thought it was super cute to do, and it just looks really good outside, and it's kind of on trend with the colors. Generally, I just do muted colors. This year I wanted a pop of orange to change things up. So there I go in with the second coat. I really don't think I needed to show you all the second coat, but I wanted to show the project all the way through. And I'm still continuing to do the swirl patterns, or I'm not an artist. I don't even know what that technique's called, but as you can see, this looks a little bit more covered and it's not completely opaque white. And I did like doing this. This is one of my favorite painting techniques to do. It's just so easy, and that paint by Waverly is just phenomenal to use. And I'm not sponsored by them. I just love their paint. So I went in again and did it, like I said, a second coat again with this. And I had to mix more paint because I am a paint connoisseur. And I do apologize once again for that dirty background I'm painting on. I know it was looking really rough in this video. But I had painted a couple things. And I wanted to make sure that I didn't really want to waste paper, so that's where we were at with that one. And that's pretty much the technique that I use through and through. And I wasn't focusing on those stems. Okay, now here comes to the construction part. And for some reason I lost the footage of me actually distressing the pumpkins. But I do have another tutorial or following this that you can see that, but I kind of just used the Antique and Waverly wax and I dry brushed on where the pumpkins, as you can see. At the top I noticed that it was a little bit loose when I hot glued it. So I just went ahead, pressed it again, and I took the popsicle stick, craft sticks from the Dollar Tree, and because I wanted it to be a little bit reinforced. So I flipped it over, and I wasn't concerned about the back of it because no one was going to see it. However, I mean, you could paint it, which would probably be a wonderful suggestion, but no one sees the back of it, so I wasn't concerned about it. So I just glued those on to give it some kind of structure to hold a little bit more tighter, because I just didn't feel like that it was all going to hold together. And that's pretty much it. And as you can see, all the other stems are covered. I did keep a piece of the jute twine that came on one of them, and I glued it on there. As you can see, I kind of messed up, so I had to redo it, which should come out really well because I had the green side flipped up and I wanted the silver side, so I just reused that. And then the Dollar Tree also had these wonderful metal metal plaques. This is welcome, thankful, and blessed, I believe. And you could put one on each of those, or you could just do what I did and put one in the center. But that's all I really did, was just tie some jute twine that was left over to that. There's some buffalo fabric that I did use because that's so farmhouse and on trend. I felt it pulled it all together. I did get that at the Dollar Tree as well. I got the last one, so I was super excited. And there are the little metal signs that I was talking about. Those are wonderful little signs. And I just hot glued that right on there, and there it is. And this is my front porch. I do live in military housing, so I cannot change a lot structural, but there it is hanging. It is super cute outside, and I get tons of compliments on it. There is a little wreath that I made, and of course I did put together that little crate and pumpkins. There is another little Dollar Tree item that says Hello Autumn. I did get that ribbon at an 80% off sale at the at home store, and those are my pumpkins that I've had forever. Okay, moving on. I did find these 3 wooden pumpkins. However, this one was from this year and one was from last year. As you can see, the one from this year had a lot of glitter on it. So I went to try to take off the stickers, which I recommend, and they wasn't coming off. So I was in a hurry, and I thought, well, I'll just paint over the glue or the font, which was a glitter this year. I would not recommend doing that. I will show you here in a second on the aftermath of what that looks like. And I think I put way too much paint on it. But again, I was using the American Dutch color in the light blue, and I put way too much on there. But you can see that it was coming right through, and then it had like a raise, so I did not like that. So I had to once again try to get those off. Usually, like I said, they just come right off. This year did not. So I had to go and use some Awesome and remove them. They still didn't fully come off, but I wasn't concerned. They look a lot better. So I went with the same color that I did use, which was the beautiful blue. And I chose that for the black one because the other two I was going to do in a white and that same orange. And I wanted to make sure that, it was just less painted. And that's just pretty much what I did, is I just painted them. I wasn't focused on the back of them. I know you could do it, but no one is going to see the back of it. And I just felt like that worked better. So I used this color as well. It was just an off-white folk art paint. And then here I go again, mixing the orange with the white to get that lighter shade of orange that I was going for. And it does look a lot brighter on camera, but it's not as dark or not as light. And as you can see, that was pretty much, I did some of that off camera, and I do apologize. I have not done a video in so long, so I'm very, very rusty on the whole thing. And I just covered those just like so. Those took a couple of paint, couple coats, and then I distressed them with the antique wax very, very lightly. I took a ribbon. I thought this would be really cute with a buffalo check ribbon. I had a small one and I lost it somewhere in my house. I could not find it, so I went with the burlap one. I did go back to the Dollar Tree to see if they had any more, and of course they were out, and who could blame them, because that was a super cute little buffalo check ribbon. So I just went with this, and I thought it would work. It would work. Sometimes it's just what you got to do. And I just tied little bows on them, on all three of them. And this project, like I said, $4, and you got some cute little fall decor. This one was a little bit tricky to tie on for some reason. I think we all have that one issue. Very nice though. I loved how it turned out. So I did all three of those, because you could really set those anywhere. You can set one around your house. You could set all three. They're just wonderful, cute little blocks. You can monogram them with sayings and different things on them, which is cute. And there I am explaining the ribbon situation debacle I had, because I really thought they would look so cute with the buffalo check. But like I said, sometimes it just does not work out. And that's just how it goes. That one needed a little bit of help. It needed some hot glue to help her out. And then also to the side, of course, there were the Hello Autumn. The Dollar Tree had these little signs. I painted around the edge of mine because I just did not like how they did. You can display the pumpkins even on that and set it up, which is super cute. Like I said, you can leave them alone. And this is how at first I decorated them, by using the Hello Autumn sign that I painted in the Waverly plaster, and then just set them on top of that. And then here is another pumpkin, which the raised 3D pumpkin. I've seen a lot of people do super cute things with it, but I'm very muted in my tones. So I just removed that bow. I actually kept that one and set that one aside. I removed the glue, and here once again, I don't even know, I should be sponsored by these people, but I'm not. I used the chalk paint and plaster once again, because honestly that's all I had in there. That is sold at Walmart, and unfortunately that brand of paint is very hard for me to get right now. They're always out. So I had first thought I was going to put something on it, which would be super cute, and you could too. Here's another little tip, is to, if you got those little pumpkins on a stem, just cut a pool noodle in half and paint them on there. Those are some little finds that I found at the Dollar Tree I thought were super cute. I wanted to show. Here's some more ribbon with the little red truck that's so popular right now, and more signs that I showed off camera. I apologize. Like I said, it's been a hot minute. I also distressed this one as well. I'm all about that this season. I did a buffalo plaid ribbon on top, a bow, and I wanted to monogram this with an A, which you could get letters from the Dollar Tree and do. I generally just use my silhouette, but I just did not feel like getting it all out, so I just used the Dollar Tree marker that they had, and it come out wonderful. I thought it looked really cute, and it looks really cute in the area it's in. I showed a way that you could use this with the little Hello Autumn signs that they do have. You could take a craft stick and do it like that and have that just set up, which is, I thought, adorable. But I did not go that way. I just, like I said, I put the Hello Autumn outside. I have the other one displayed somewhere else. This is kind of something I found the other day, last minute. They come in 3 boxes. They're pretty cute, sturdy boxes with a nice ribbon. It says Autumn Blessings, blessed, grateful, and thankful, that the Dollar Tree has. Those, I just immediately saw that and thought of putting some flowers in it. So I had a bunch of lamb's ear on hand, and I kind of just went with that. I was going to put some pumpkins, but they just didn't look right. I just filled it full of lamb's ear that I did have, and I added some more because it did not look very full. And there is my 5 Dollar Tree DIYs. I hope you all enjoy. I hope you all create these. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. I have so much more to come. I actually am going to do a Disney DIY from the Dollar Tree, and I had to get some stuff from Hobby Lobby because unfortunately shipments are a lot slower and things whatnot coming into my Dollar Tree, and I think that's just everywhere, so I had to pull some from Hobby Lobby as well. I'm going to try to film it over this whole crazy Hurricane Sally that we are getting ready to ride the storm through. So I'm hopefully going to have a video up on Friday. I'm going to try to do at least 1 a week from now on, maybe 2, if not just to do a DIY and just what's going on in my life video, because it's crazy hectic all the time. But that is with, you know, if we have power on Friday, because our storm is projected to hit, unfortunately, Wednesday around 2 a.m. is the latest, at a high 1 of a hurricane, the high end. So, and we are directly in the eye of it. So, but we've rode storms out before, no big deal. We are very prepared. We know when to leave. We're stocked up. We know our plan. We've notified members, family, friends of what's going on. And if it gets too bad, then we know when to leave. But we do not leave during the storm, because that is just not good. Don't ever leave during the storm, because that just causes more risk on everyone. But other than that, I hope you all enjoyed the video. I enjoyed doing this for y'all, and I hope to see you all again Friday. Let's hope that the storm just dies out and just doesn't do anything. But y'all have a great week. I hope you enjoyed the video once again. Bye.